So what is HTML? With HTML, you can create your own website. So HTML is used to create your own website. It is the standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. That is the full form of HTML. So Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of web pages using markup. HTML elements are the building blocks of HTML pages. HTML elements are represented by tags. So in this language, we will be using certain tags, and all language will be represented with the help of tags. HTML tag label pieces of content such as heading, paragraph, table, and so on. So with the help of tags, HTML, it labels the pieces of content, means we divide the particular content into tags. Like if we want to write a paragraph, then we use the paragraph tags. If we draw a table, for table we need table tags. If we want to give a heading, we have different heading tags available in HTML. So we'll be using that all tags. Then browsers do not display the HTML tags, but use them to render the content of the page. So if you check out with the browser, you might not be able to find out the HTML tags in the front end when the web page is being loaded, but the web browser, it requires the HTML tags for rendering of the pages, for exploring the pages, how the content to be looked upon. So HTML tags are not case sensitive. P means the same as P. So what this P is, this is the paragraph tag. So we'll be talking about the tags as well in HTML. So simple HTML document. So this is how the simple HTML document looks like. What this document represents: Doctype HTML. So exclamation Doctype HTML. This signifies that this document is the HTML document. Then this is the HTML starting tag, and respectively we are having this as the HTML closing tag. So whatever the code is to be written, that is written between the starting tag and the ending tag. So this is a must for HTML. And before this, you need to declare that this is having the document which contains HTML, because this is from this the web browser will get to know that this is the HTML document. Then this HTML is having two parts. The first is the header part, and then is the body part. For every page, it must have two things: the header part, the body part. All the content you will be writing out in the body part. So all the loops, all your text will be there in the header part, there in the body part. But in the header part, you will be writing the CSS and your scripts and the things that you want to include into this page, that you want to include into the content. All things you will be mentioning out in the body section. This header will be consisting of the scripts, the URLs, the path, the CSS path, and all these stuff, along with the title of the page. So what this is the starting tag for title, and this is the ending tag for title. The title is to be given between the tags. Like for this, the page title is given as the title of the web page, and that's it for the header. So this head is being closed over here. From here, the body tag gets started, and this body tag, we are having the H1 tag. This represents the heading, and this is the closer tag for heading. So inside this, whatever the text is being written will be displayed onto the web browser as a heading. And this is the paragraph tag, the starting paragraph tag and the ending paragraph tag. So whatever is being written inside it will be displayed on the web browser as a paragraph format. Then the starting of the body is there, and here we are having the closing of the body tag. One thing to remember always is the order in which the tags are started. The same reverse order the tags will be closed. Like for example, you can see the HTML tag gets started first, and the same HTML tag gets ended at the last. Then header tag gets started, header tag gets closed. The body and the header are two parts of HTML. So body tag started, body tag closed. So HTML started first, HTML closed last. Then inside the body, you write all the content. Inside the header, you will be having your scripts, the path, the CSS file path, and the title of the page itself. That formulates your header. So output, since the H1 is a heading, so it will display the output as my first heading. And paragraph tag, this is my first paragraph is in paragraph, so it will be in the paragraph format. So this is how a simple HTML documents look like. The extension for HTML document is .html, but if you want to include PHP code as well inside the HTML, then you must save the extension instead of .htm or .html. Then you must save the page to the extension .php if you want to embed the HTML code as well as the PHP code. Then moving ahead, this is the explanation of the simple program where the Doctype HTML, it defines that this document belongs to HTML version 5 or above. The HTML, it's the root element of the HTML page. The head, it contains meta information about the document. So head, it all contains the meta information, which is being helpful for the SEO as well. SEO is the search engine optimization. Then the title, it specifies the title of the document, what the title you want to give to your web page. Body, it contains the visible page content. So whatever the content you want to make it visible onto the page, everything will be written inside the body. Then H1, it defines the large heading, and the P, it defines the paragraph tag. So H1 to H6, there are 6 heading tags. H1 is the largest and H6 is the smallest. So large to the small, if you want to navigate, you can use H1 for the largest, H2 is a bit smaller, H3 is more smaller, H4 is more smaller, last is H6. So this hierarchy you can follow out. Then HTML tags. HTML tags are element names surrounded by angle brackets. So tag name, then you give the content and then the slash and then the same tag name. This is the starting tag and at the end, this is the ending tag. So HTML tags normally come in pairs like P and /P. The first tag in the pair is the start tag or opening tag. So when you use the first tag, it is the starting tag or the opening tag, and the second tag, that is the same tag but with a slash sign, that is the second tag, is the end tag or the closing tag. The end tag is written like the starting tag but with a forward slash inserted before the tag name. So the end tag, that is written like the start tag, but it is having a forward slash inserted before the tag name. So that is the starting and the ending tags for the HTML. So HTML is complete about the tags itself. Then moving ahead, we are having web browsers. The purpose of a web browser, Chrome, IE, Firefox, Safari, or any web browser. The purpose of the web browser is to read HTML documents and display them as the whatever the HTML is written inside that particular document, to display that as well onto the web browser. So the web browser basically reads what the HTML codes is being displayed in the file. The browser does not display the HTML tags. So any of the browser, whether it is Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox or Safari, it do not displays whatever tags you have mentioned in the HTML document. But it uses that particular tags to determine how to display the document. Like if you enter the title and the slash title, and inside that you have written the title. So it understands that, okay, this is the title. From this to this, the title is being there, and how to place the title? Place the title on the top of the web page. So it determines that and displays the document according to the tags that have been mentioned in that particular file. So that is the web browser. So you can see the example over here. C drive users, my user desktop, and then we are having index.htm. So HTML documents can have the extension HTML or it can be HTML. Then we did the first program, the sample program, this one. So if we save this into the index.htm and then try running this onto the web browser, what will be the output? As you are able to see, the title is page title. And inside the content, we are having my first heading in the heading tag and my first paragraph in the paragraph tag. So what will be the output on the web browser? You are able to see that it is having my first heading in the heading tag and my first paragraph as the paragraph tag. That is what the output of the file onto the web browser is. Now HTML page structure. Below is the visualization of the HTML page structure. So how this HTML page is being structured. So how this HTML page is structured, you are able to see the various indentation that has been displayed into this program. HTML, it is responds with HTML. Then header is responding with header. Body is there with body. Then inside header there is title, and here we are having p tags, whatever the content you must be including into the body part. So this is how you need to indent the documents as well. So it is better if you do the indentation part as well when you are doing your coding part. So this is how the HTML page is structured. Doctype declaration. The doctype declaration, it represents the document type and helps browsers to display web pages correctly. It basically defines what type of document it is. And when we put a doctype HTML, that defines the web browser that this is the document which is having the HTML. So this is the HTML document. So it must only appear once at the top of the page before any HTML tag. So doctype HTML must be your first command and it must be at the top of the page before the use of any of the HTML tags. So doc type declaration is not case sensitive, and the doc type declaration for HTML is doc type HTML. So this is not the case sensitive, and this is how this declaration looks like, and this must be the very first sentence onto the web page. HTML versions. Since the early days of the web, there have been many versions of HTML. So initial HTML, it started with 1991 when the .com bubble happened and everyone tried making the website and starting hosting the websites onto the internet. There is a project named as the ARPANET that happened with the .com bubble. Then after the release of HTML in 1991, the new version that came as the HTML 2.0, it came in 1995. Then 1997, we are having the HTML 3.2. 1999, we are having 4.01. Then XHTML, it came in 2000. And then HTML5, it came in 2014. So these are the different versions that are available for the HTML in the early days of the web. Then HTML tags or the HTML elements. So HTML headings. So if we talk about headings and we want to give a heading to our web page. So HTML headings, these are defined with the H1 to H6 tags. So H1, it defines the most important heading because it displays the heading in the bigger size. The headings are by default bold. So it is the most important heading is being used with the H1 tags. H6, it defines the least important headings. If you check with the program, Doctype HTML, we have the HTML part, and then no head is there because we are not giving any title or we are not including any of the scripts or we are not including any of the meta information in the program. Then body part is there. Body, we are having H1 to H6, and this is the heading 1, this is the heading 2 for all the H1 to H6 tags. And then body tag is being closed and then the HTML tag is being closed. So this is how you can use the heading tags in HTML. And if you check out with the output of these all tags, the H1, it is being the highest bold heading that is available. So H2 is less than H1, S3 is less than H2, H4 is less than H3, H5 is less than H4, and H6 is the smallest one. Then moving ahead, we're having another program. So let's discuss this program. What this program says, the first is Doctype HTML. So it informs the web browser that this document is the document that corresponds to HTML. Then we are having HTML and /HTML. So inside this, we are having all the HTML code, and we don't have any header over here. No head part is there. So only the body part is available. The program will be working without the head part as well, but body part must be there. So body part, if we navigate to the body part, what the body part is having, H1, what is the, this is the heading 1. So that is being written with the H1 tag. So it will be appearing in the big size bold color, bold black color. Then we are having the paragraph tag. This is some text. This will be appearing as a normal text because this is the normal paragraph tag. Then HR. What this HR is, it is the horizontal line. So if you enter the HR tag, there is no closing tag for the HR. The same is for the break as well. Break tag is used to move the pointer to the next line, but HR, it displays the single horizontal line. So simply write HR tag. There will be a line in the output. There is no need of closing tag or so for the HR. Then after the line H2, this is the heading 2, then P tag, then again we are having HR, that is the horizontal line. Then we are having H2 and then P tag. So what will be the output? This is heading 1, it is being appearing in the big size. Then this is some text is appearing, then the line will be there. Then this is heading 2. This is some other text. And then again the line will be there. And then this is heading 2. This is some text, some other text. And then this message will be displayed. So this is the output of the code. This is heading 1, this is some text, this is heading 2, this is some other text, this is heading 3, some other text. Then HTML paragraphs, we use the p tags for the paragraph. So as you are able to see in this program, we are having p tags, and where these p tags are inside the body, and where the body is inside HTML. And this is this represents the web browser, that this is the HTML document. So what this p tag will be doing, these p tags will be displaying the output in the paragraph format. So automatically the paragraph and the p tag will be closed. Automatically the pointer will be pointing to the next line, and then the next paragraph is being started. Again the p tag is being there. So again the next line. So this is a paragraph and the complete paragraph is being written. So that is the p tag, where we use the p tags to write the paragraphs. So this is another example where the p tags are used. So same thing, we have the body tag and this is the closing body tag. Inside this we are having the p tag, but here we are having more than one lines, and all the lines are not complete even. They are just one words, and it's a multiple lines. And in the output you are able to see all these merged to a single line. That is the paragraph. The same way for another p tag, immediately following it out. So you are again having certain content, and again you are having p tag and some context in the paragraph format. Here you are having each breakage of the sentence in multiple lines. Here you are having the spaces in between, the extra spaces part is also there, and here you are having the normal paragraph written in the document. So let's see what the output for this program is. So you are able to see that this paragraph contains a lot of lines in the source code, but the browser ignores it. Whatever the lines, you will be ignoring it out while writing the program, and you are using the p tag. Automatically the browser will be ignoring that all lines, the extra lines, and it will be displaying the text into a single line. This paragraph contains a lot of spaces in the source code, but the browser ignores it. Even you are having plenty of spaces, the extra spaces given inside the text that you have written in the paragraph tag, that also the browser ignores it. The number of lines in a paragraph, it depends upon the size of the browser window. If you resize the browser window, the number of lines in this paragraph will change. So that is given over here, that if you view a screen, what that signifies is, if you are viewing a website on a laptop, so for laptop, the screen is this way. This is how the laptop view is. If you open a website on a mobile, then the screen will be this shape. And if you open a mobile on a tab, then the screen will be this way. This is how the different screens are. And if you consider about the text part, if you open a website on a laptop, so this is the view how long your text will be represented. So this is the view how your text will be there. The number of characters onto the screen will be more. Whereas if you consider the same for the mobile phone, the number of characters that can appear in one line is very, very less as compared to the computer screen. Whereas if you consider about iPad or tablets, then the number of characters that are being displayed onto the tablet is in between the mobile and the computer screen. So you need to manage this task, because the website will be a single website and it can be opened from the phone, it can be opened from the tablet, it can be opened from the computer as well. So that is what mentioned over here. The number of lines in the paragraph, it depends upon the size of the browser window. If you resize the browser window, if you minimize it or you reduce it further, then the number of lines in this page will change. Or there can be many reasons where the number of lines on this web page will change. That's why we use the paragraph tags. Then HTML pre-element. HTML pre-element, it defines pre-formatted text. The text inside a pre-element is displayed in a fixed width font, which is usually Courier, and it preserves both spaces and line breaks. So this is how the text is being displayed. So if you go through this program, it says doctype HTML. Then HTML body tag is there. Inside body, we are having the paragraph tag. The pre tag, it preserves both spaces and line breaks. Since we are having this mentioned in 2 lines, but it will display in a single line itself. Then we are having pre-tag, my Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. And then the ending of the pre-formatted text, the ending of the pre-tag, and then the ending of the body, and then the ending of the HTML tag. So this is what the output of the program is. The pre-tag, it preserves both spaces and line breaks that appears in a single line. Then my Bonnie lies over the ocean, my Bonnie lies over the sea, my Bonnie lies over the ocean, my Bonnie, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. That is what the output is. Then moving ahead, we are having HTML links. So if you want to link a web page, internal or external, internal means if you have created 2 pages or 3 pages and you want from one single page, you can open the second or the third page. Or if you want to add some YouTube content, or if you want to navigate to a search engine like google.com on some word or some sentence or some button click, then you want to have a linking with the URLs. If you want to have linking with the pages, if you want to have linking with the URLs, or you want to link any external material as well, you can use the HTML links for the same. So how to mention the link, HTML link? So let's take an example. Here, doctype HTML, it tells that this is a HTML document. We are having the HTML tag starting and the ending tags. We are having the body and starting and the ending tag. And inside body, we have used a tag, which represents the anchor tag. And then href, which is the href attribute. A followed by href attribute, and href equals to, in double quotes, you can mention that particular respective file, or you can mention the complete URL, that what happens when the text "this is a link" clicked upon. Then closing of anchor tags is done by this. Always remember, the starting of anchor tag is done by a space href equals to, in double quotes, you need to put the name of the page, or you need to put the complete URL that you want to open. And then the closing tag, the closing of the starting anchor tag. So this complete is the starting tag. And this is the text that is being mentioned over here. This will be appearing as a link, and when particular user clicks on this link, automatically this link will be redirected to whatever the URL has been mentioned over here. And then the closing anchor tags are there. And then the body and the HTML. So if you check with the output, this is a link. Whatever is being mentioned over here, that complete will be acting as a link. This is a link. If you click on this link, it will navigate to www.google.com. So in front of you, the web browser gets opened and the Google page will be displayed inside the web browser. So if you want to make the output as "this is a" normal paragraph, and then only the link is being made using the anchor tag, then what will be the output? "This is a paragraph tag, so it will be displayed as it is, and only the link will be in the blue color. "This is a" will be in the black color. So when you click on the link, automatically the page gets displayed. The link destination is specified in the href attribute. So you need to mention where the destination is. Destination means when you click on the link, which page or which file must get opened. So attributes are used to provide additional information about HTML elements. So attribute, it provides the additional information about the HTML elements, that what type of element it is, which page or which URL that particular link is being referenced to. Then moving ahead, we are having HTML images. So how to include the HTML image in the HTML file? So HTML images are defined with the img tag. So for the HTML image, use the img tag. The source file, width, height are provided as attributes. So you can provide source file and height as well. You cannot provide. It all depends upon you. If you want to limit the image to be displayed on the web page, you can provide height and width. You can control the height and width of any image or of any figure from displaying it onto the web page. So how to do so? So doctype HTML, it represents that this is a document of HTML. HTML, the starting tag, the body is the starting tag. And now IMG, that is the image tag. So IMG, image tag is being used. And what this syntax for the image tag is IMG space SRC. That represents image. This is the starting tag, image. Image, the source of the image. SRC stands for source. Source equals to, then in double quotes, the name of the file followed by JPG extension. You can have any image file extension like JPG or JPNG or so. Or if you are having your image at some link which is accessible onto the internet, you can put your link over here as well. Or if the image is there in someone's net location, then also you can refer that particular link over here and automatically that particular image will be displayed. If the image is being there inside the directory, you need to mention the path as directory / then the image name. Don't forget to mention the extension here. The extension is required, whether it's a JPG file, whether it's PNG file, whether it's a GIFF file or any other. Then height and width, these are the optional fields, whether you want to restrict the image of this much height, this much width, then you need to mention over here. And if you don't want to restrict about the height, about the width, then definitely no need to mention this part. Then also the script will work successfully. Then empty HTML elements. HTML elements with no content are called empty elements. No content means like BR. BR tag, it's an empty element without a closing tag. The BR tag defines the line break. Empty elements can be closed in the opening tag like this. So if you want to close that particular empty tag, then you put the BR space then /. So that is the closing of BR tag. BR tag is the empty HTML elements. Then HTML5 does not require empty elements to be closed. So if you consider about the latest versions, then they do not require the closing of the empty elements. But if you want sticker validation, or if you need to make your document readable by XML parsers as well, you must close all the HTML elements properly. So if you are limited to HTML part only, then you can use BR tags as well. But if you are limited to extending it further to XML parsers, or you want your web pages to be read by different types of compilers, then definitely it's a good approach. You must close your HTML elements properly.